You know what? If I were younger, I'd start my own business, but I'm too old now. I couldn't succeed because I'm not as smart as I used to be. I'd love to take boxing classes, but my health isn't great. I can't get that job because I don't have a diploma. I've always wanted to start a second business, but I don't have the time. Do these statements sound familiar? I'm sure you've heard them many times. Let me tell you something. They're excuses. Excuses we tell ourselves to justify why we haven't achieved our goals. Excuses we use to avoid feeling bad about ourselves. In this video, I'll teach you how to break free from them. Plus, I'll share two more lessons: how to think big and how to think creatively. These lessons come from a book called The Magic of Thinking Big, which I discussed in a previous video about fear and self-confidence. If you're ready to change your mindset, stay until the end. First lesson: excuses. I grew up in a small town with poor education. This could have been an excuse, but it wasn't. I remember a neighbor who always talked about his university success and influential friends. One day, I asked him why he ended up in a low-paying job. He said his marriage and kids had held him back. For years, I believed him, until I read The Magic of Thinking Big and realized this. His family wasn't the problem, his mindset was. The author says, the more successful a person is, the fewer excuses they use. If you want something, you'll find a way. If not, you'll find an excuse. Excuses shut down your mind. Once you believe something is impossible, you stop looking for solutions. A common excuse is, I'm not smart enough. If you've ever told yourself that, here are 3 ways to overcome it. 1. Your attitude is more important than your intelligence. The author shares a story about a one-armed man who became a great golfer. How? With the right attitude. 2. Knowing how to think is more valuable than memorizing facts. Imagine 2 job candidates. One answers questions with memorized data. The other uses creativity to solve problems. Who would you hire? I'd choose the second. 3. Never underestimate yourself or overestimate others. Value your strengths and explore your talents. Second lesson: think big. Most people don't think big because they're afraid of failure. But thinking big is the first step towards success. In college, most of my classmates wanted a diploma and a stable job. But a small group dreamed of building companies. Today, they're the ones leading. Thinking big doesn't mean everything changes overnight. It means setting a bigger vision and working toward it. Small goals lead to small results. Next time you have a disagreement at work or with your partner, ask yourself, is this worth my time and energy? Thinking big isn't just about goals. It's about perspective. Third lesson: think creatively. Creative thinking isn't just for artists. It's for anyone who wants to find new and better ways of doing things. The first step to being creative is believing that something can be done. When you believe, your mind looks for solutions. When you don't, it shuts down. Try this exercise. Every day, spend 10 minutes writing down ideas to improve what you do. Maybe 90% of your ideas won't work, but the other 10% could transform your life. Another key to creativity is listening. Listening feeds your mind. If you only think about what you already know, you'll get stuck. Talk to people outside your usual circle and listen to their ideas. If excuses have been holding you back, remember that changing them is up to you. Thinking big and creatively are the first steps to transforming your future. If this video helped you, share it and subscribe. Success starts in your mind.